Okay, we're gonna wake up. It's like 3:30 or something. We're gonna go do a little fly my little drone. Oh, wait a second. Fly my little drone here, and then Scroggins should be coming out in an hour or two, throwing things on my deck here, and then okay. So anyways, let's go out and get some fresh air. Maybe get some coffee here. Fragile. I like how the UPS guy or the mail guy, Fragile, told dented in. So, okay. So the cleaners, Scroggins has not come out yet. Wait, hold on. Throwing things. Yet. What the fuck is this? Oh. Okay. So I'm parked here. Let's see if they did this on my truck too, right? Because it never ever stops. I don't see anything to the truck. We have the red Civic here that's sort of been, you know, so a lot of these cars are repetitive, right? They keep doing the same things with the other people, correct? If you understand what I mean by that. Or rotating. Example, like this Lexus guy here, is parked backwards. There's always a second car backwards with him, switching and rotating, correct? So just gonna check this out, then we're gonna jump in the truck. So here's our Lexus guy here, and then usually there's either one backwards here or one over here matching him, right? Pairs of twos. My mother, you have a problem too with her psychotic insanity and planet of child rapists. Do you mean to kill me? Since 5. Okay, so we got a Camry, we have a red Prius, which we see here now and then. It's not, you kind of know what they're doing, but there's nothing definable, if that makes sense. Like there's idea of reference messages in that and what they're doing there, but it's not provable, okay? And so, because it's been going on for so many fucking years, and really it started when I was 5, so, well, you know, read Kevin the World at 5. Okay, so let's go. We're gonna fly. We're gonna get some coffee, even though I probably don't need any more. Fly a drone, and then get some cat food. Okay, now remember, by 10 p.m. to 12 a.m., these numbers around here can get aggressive. Okay, so why did they ramp down Fridays? It's just a mind game. It's just a paranoid schizophrenia terror operation. But it's consistent, like the cars in 2s and. Oh, excuse me.
Sorry.
No problem. Got a couple, I think both with orange shirts here. Okay, so this is interesting. So a couple here, both orange shirts, like pairing together in these stalking groups. Now it was interesting because the car that was there, I didn't want to point the camera, but on the, like where He had like tires. I think it was an El Camino or a Ranchero or something. He had like, you know how you have white wall tires? Like like a little. He had a thin orange stripe on the tire. Okay, so you know, is that a coincidence? Could be. Could be. Is it not a coincidence? Could be. Okay, so now these things are done, timed like that. Okay, so it's 3:25. I'm gonna double check because I slept till 2 p.m. and I'm tired. Fuck, where is it? Charging cable. Fucking weird. Where's my charging cable? Okay. Hold up the green and black coming out. So things are timed like that, and this has always been going on. Like the Truman Show? Well, technically, yeah. Okay, but not in a good method, like in a kill method. Okay, like how to torture and kill. Okay, right, make someone look crazy and off them. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so okay, so we're not everything sort of the stalking operation. This is a gang stalking. It's coordinated, correct? It's about torture and killing and making people look crazy and making sure they no longer exist. Okay, right? Okay, so how would they? There's 50 different ways they could know I've come out of my house because everyone's sort of. There's Kevin and hey everyone. We have 2 white pickups straight ahead in that area. Okay, and I'm just gonna double check it's Friday. I know it is, but you know it's like. Yeah, Friday, May 10th. So normally, right now, I'd be arriving at Bob's Big Boy with those angry, enraged groups. So this would tone down. I can't think of any possible reason other than skull fucking, which is really applies to everything, right? But what is the reason that right now, like you're going to Bob's Big Boy and it's calm before the storm, maybe, you know, like. Oh, is that Scroggins? There's Scroggins. Okay, so there's Scroggins. I'm gonna roll down the window in case he shouts or yells, however. So it is 3:27. It appears he probably knows, just like the people in the orange there, right? Like Kevin's coming out now. This guy was waiting. Where is he in the Dodge? He's waiting in the car he was. I don't know if he left. We got the black people that lives here with the black Audi I was pointing out. Okay, so, okay, so Scroggins is coming around. I might want to sort of just pull aside, see if he sees me and reacts or whatever. But you know, I don't want to get too close because they'll be like, "You're instigating." Okay, now this guy sort of matches his car. Okay, you know, I want to if there's any type of reactions, which he's consistent with his stalking and his hate. I want it to be not provoked, just like the 45 things on my property. Now I really should go check my property. I'm on my camera right now, but let's pull aside. So let's do this. Let's go here. So he was on the left here walking his dog, and he was right about here. So he probably looped back and down here. So we're going to, if I pull aside the road down here, I'm going to roll up the window. Yeah, he is. So I'm going to roll up the windows. So not to have a interaction. So he's over here. Trying to be Mr. Like, I'm creating a perfect world. And what I'll do is I'll park down here. See, so this is what the Warner Center meant. So if he comes all the way down this way, well, Kevin, I'm just, you know, gonna mind my own business, okay? And because people need to, pairs of twos backwards together, people need to get along in this world, and he can't, okay? He has a problem with Jews or Kevin's kind, or, okay, so, So we'll we'll go all the way down here. Okay, and we're gonna pull aside. By the way, there's two whites to my left. And he's sort of out to start shit. Okay, so Kevin came out, and let's start shit and provoke him, and oh, he's crossing the street over there, but okay, so but he could come this way. Okay, so alright. And he is coming this way, so He went by the truck. He sort of disappeared. Okay, so what he's gonna do is he's gonna take his walk, and then he's gonna go and throw things on my property. And he's gonna pretend that it's about clean worlds and things like that. Okay. There he is. It's interesting. Look how he's looking for any. Okay, look how he's looking for any piece of imperfection on the ground. I think this is sort of important here. So he's looking for any piece of imperfection on the ground. And you can see better in the telephoto over here, but okay, so I'm just gonna do it like this. Okay. So he's sort of looking around like he's scanning the road and looking for any piece of perfection on the ground. I gotta switch batteries in this camera at 19%. Okay, so he's over here. He's searching around like looking for leaves out of place and you know, things that you'd be like, what the fuck? And then he's gonna get angry and he's coming after me. Okay, because it's about a perfect world, see, and Kevin's got to be the one that takes the blows because we don't live in a perfect world, right? Okay, so let's see if I can. Get a good view here. He's behind me. Okay, so, and that's what it is. So that's how it sort of starts. Like there's candy wrapper on the ground. I'm hunting Kevin Pearl with everyone on the planet. Okay, so that's sort of what it is. He's okay, so when he passes by on the right, I'll video with the telephoto lens of him sort of scoping out. Just like the other old guy here. I don't know which one's which. I also put my window to crack so he starts yelling at me. Now I'm gonna sort of to emphasize this. I'm not going to be the instigator. I'm sitting in my car, okay? Example, I pull aside the road, and let's say I theoretically pull aside the road, I'm returning a call, whatever, okay? Not going to instigate. I will turn on police scanner, though. Okay, so he is, and this is going to be difficult when he starts coming around from the back over here. I'm going to try to video him in my mirror, my rearview mirror. So he's coming, so this is the Warner Center Met. So what is it? Well, you know, I'm going to go down to Burbank, like Burbank, Riverside Drive, or, you know, and make sure that we live in a perfect world, and if there's candy wrappers on the ground or this, I'm coming after Kevin. I'm gonna throw it all over his property. I'm gonna yell at him. I'm gonna try to set him up with my police friends. Okay, and that's how everything sort of starts from the beginning. Okay, you're just sitting there minding your own business. You know, that's the guy over there that 40 years ago, he left a candy wrapper on a park bench. Everyone worldwide hunted him and killed him for what he did. You had better live a careful life, have a good life now. Looked like Met security came out on the golf cart back there. And maybe went back in. But okay, so we're not gonna say one thing. Now he's probably gonna run up the car and tell me what a horrible monster I am. And where did he go? Oh, he's still walking on the left side here at 1 mile per hour. Okay, so he's veering. Example, if he goes to the park there, you know, there's a candy wrapper, and okay, so it's Kevin. Okay, so I'm gonna hunt and kill Kevin. Okay, that's how it all starts. Okay, so he's coming around the end of the cul-de-sac. We did see a security, so I'm going to try. This is gonna be really difficult, especially with the sort of tinted windows, and point this at the mirror here. But we do have a rear DVR camera, so he's coming around, and and what's the point we're trying to prove here? The point we're trying to prove is that the point we have proven a million times is that he's stalking, he's following, he's stalking, he's waiting. That's the guy that littered 40 years ago, left a candy wrapper on a park bench, and I'm gonna be the one to hunt him and kill him with every resource on the planet and my police friends. And okay, so after this, where is he headed? He's headed to my house. But I want to note the timing of things. So there he is in the mirror. So this is gonna be a bitch. So what I'm gonna do, I already have a rear camera, so he should be on a rear camera here. So let's sort of go this way. We're not going to say one word. We're going to sit here. I'm going to start my phone. And right, so after this, he's making his way over to my house. Okay, he's veering off of his area, sort of, all the way on the other side of the complex to my house. I may have just roll up the window if he. Okay, so you can't see it. Well, you can on the rear camera. So he's sort of interesting. He's looking up like he's almost signaling to the neighbor there or something. No, maybe not. But okay. just put cards in the side, and he crammed them as deep as they can go. Okay, so he just put cards in the side, crammed them as deep as they can go. And now he's walking a little faster. Okay, so now he's walking a little faster. So he's doing things. So he didn't just put the card on the car, hey, you've been lied to. He didn't just put cards on the car, you've been lied to. And he can't be stupid to not know I'm not in the car here. But so I'm gonna video. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the other camera here. Okay, and oh, this might be pointless. So he's not doing it for informational purposes like me. Okay, he's doing it out of hate and rid the Jew of the world, so to speak. Unfortunately, we can't. Okay, so unfortunately we can't get a good video. Oh, actually we might be able to. So look, I want you to look. So he's looking for any imperfection, okay? Any imperfection to justify stalking Kevin Perlman, okay? Just like everyone else since 5 years old. So any imperfection, unfortunately this damn card's in my way. Any imperfection. And, okay. So now you have a guy that's keyed this car. He's keyed my other car. He's vandalized his cars hundreds of times with everyone else. You have, and that's how it starts. Okay, and it all starts like you went to a coffee shop and we said your kind is not allowed at coffee shops, right? Okay. So now let's go out. I'm gonna grab this camera. You notice did I provoke him? Okay, no, okay. So did I provoke him or is he the instigator? Okay, so now let's go out. Now he probably knew I was in the car. I do have tinted windows. And I'm gonna show you what he did. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what he did. So he's down there. Okay, now it's interesting because he was sort of almost like he was signaling up here. So he's down here. Now look, he didn't do what I do. He didn't do, hey, listen, you've been lied to. Okay, you've been lied to. He didn't do what I do. Now look how deep he put them. And if I try, when I go to pry these out, they're gonna run around saying Kevin has a weapon or Kevin this or Kevin that. So he did 3 too. He did 3 in their threes tactic. There are hints about threes. So 3, 1, 2. So notice that you can't really dig them out. Now you can, you just, grab a little screwdriver and whatever, or whatever tool you have. And then he's all the way down there. Okay, so you're seeing that he's not doing this for any reason but hate towards Jews or Kevin has information, okay? So Kevin has information. So that's exactly what we wanted and that's what we needed. And okay, so let's continue. So we have we have the DVR video I gotta take off here. Okay. And okay, so now he's gonna head to my house. Now he's looking for, shit on the ground. He's looking for candy wrappers. He's right here. He's right here. And so I want to note here, he's looking for any piece of dirt or any imperfection. Now he's going to the garage there, and now he's gonna head over to my property. So, maybe, I'm trying to think about how to do this in a way that I'm sort of out of view, but I guess it doesn't matter because we have the camera, right? We have the cameras on the porch and the cameras on the porch and all that LAPD just, no, nothing's going on. And that's the bigger question here is why is this guy with LAPD hunting a 5-year-old Jew, we're gonna provoke you, try to get reactions, look what you're doing, we gotta lock you away. That's the whole definition of gang stalking, okay? That's why there's this look-alike car here, Scroggins copycat car there, while our cords are showing up here. Okay, this is sicko Marlene. She's friends with Scroggins. She's pretty old. So, oh, let's do this. Let's go into the garage here. Okay, and we're just going to We're not going to the porch, we're gonna go in the garage. Okay, so, okay, now I have to deal with this minute by minute every day, but, okay, so any type of imper. Now how did he know to come out of his house right after I came out? That's the real question, okay? The things that are really, the things of real importance, okay? So we're gonna come in here, now we have our mental illness backwards into things and all those other things. Okay, so now let's park here. So we're under my house now. We're under my house. Now he's gonna make his way. So he's gonna make his way. Now I just want to note that he lives. I'm gonna note. Okay, so I'm gonna note he lives all the way over there. We'll get to that when I leave. Okay, so he lives all the way over there. So what we're gonna see is, and by the way, you can see one of the cards sort of popped up when I put down the window and raised it back up. Okay, so you know, but you know, I'm not gonna over dramatize it like they do. You know, I had to spend $572,000 to fix my car window, and now we have the right to kill you with a lot of people. Okay, so he's probably gonna come out this way. He's gonna go up the steps here to my house. He's gonna throw things there, and then it's gonna be, you know, I'm looking for every piece of imperfection to justify killing Kevin, okay, like Adolf Hitler. Okay, so he's gonna come up here, up to my steps. He's gonna throw things and walk through the tunnel here back to his side all the way over there. now, I couldn't give a shit. I'm not like the neighbors, you're not allowed on my side, you're not allowed. But what I do have a problem with is they're running around every place they go worldwide. We're going to redo the world, okay? And I don't even know who these fucking people are. So Scroggins here, now he knew exactly when to leave his house, okay? Now he's showing up in court trying to say that I'm a public nuisance and I did this and I did that, and when they're the terrorists and stalking and worldwide group stores one person. Okay, so that's the point, is that he's going out looking for imperfection to justify stalking Kevin Perlman. So is Terrance Scroggins being instigated? No, he's not. Is Kevin Perlman being instigated? Yeah, minute by a planet. Okay, so before it was like, well, you took our picture. Okay, so I'm videoing what's happening, and Officer Toro, if you ever take a picture of a person, I will exercise the law in my own way. Okay, so you're not allowed to get proof or tell anyone what we're doing. Internal Affairs is covering it up. I know it never happened. Yeah, bullshit. Okay, and then we have other death threats with the neighbors. You better accept what's going on, or it's going to get a lot worse for you. Okay, now Terrance Scroggins is sitting there working with his corrupt police officers, throwing me in jail over and over, and every time he runs up, whether it's a verbal yelling and you this and that, or this or that, you don't leave your house, you're not allowed to leave your house. That was in 2017 and shit like that. And Dinse too. Okay, Dinse, you're not allowed to leave your house. I'm actually going to open up this window. Oh, okay, we have a different dog walker. Now what we want to do is see if they're wearing the same clothing colors. However, Scroggins doesn't look like, he doesn't change his clothes. So we have 29 days after the 6th court date. The court date on the 6th. Of him. Okay, there's a 25th court date, and then there was the 26th. Oh, I took my car and put this in the Parks and Recreational car show at the park. And then there's Scroggins sort of running around. So for everything that I have to do in self-defense, like if I have to say, hey, listen, you've been lied to, stop provoking me with your mental illness cars, or there's Scroggins, you don't fucking talk or we kill you. Okay, there's an underlying message that he's trying to say is about a clean world. Okay, did you understand what I'm saying? He's pretending that what he's doing is about clean worlds and with my family and things like that. And none of this would be happening if they weren't stalking me minute by minute with their worldwide groups on all levels. Okay, example, how do you know when I walk out of my house? My Huntley world of paranoia. We're using the system against you. You had better live a careful life. Okay, I mean, well, you don't think that that's going to be the creation of the problem? That, you know, you dated this girl and she has tattoos or whatever, or did up her lips or whatever, and so we're gonna hunt you and kill you because I don't approve, and you don't think that would, and the method is to try to create paranoid schizophrenia as punishment. Okay, like little shock treatments, like my father putting the shock collar on Rhoda, his Rhodesian Ridgeback dog, okay, because he didn't want Rhoda to go in the kitchen. Well, I don't want you having sex with women, so, you know, I'm gonna put a shock collar on you. Okay, so, and you're like, I don't know what your fucking problem is, but stop, okay, right? No, you're imagining it. You learn to accept it, or it's gonna get a lot worse for you. Some of the LAPD thug, dog attacker guy thug, death threats. And so normally by now, I just want to give it some time here. Actually, let's look on the DVR on the camera. There might already be things on my property, but so he came out, it's 3:53 p.m. He came out about 10 minutes after I came out. Now remember, I pointed the orange clothing, the two with the orange clothing, and the ranchero, which whatever it was. I didn't point the camera that direction because I didn't want to be like super obvious okay, so it's not a single entity, it's a planetary entity. And surprisingly, you would have thought he would make his way this way by now. So he knew to came out. He knew to come out at the specific moment. I didn't know. How is that? What method of resources are they using? Well, cameras pointed at my house. IP cameras pointed at my house. Neighbors, any neighbor or person worldwide that sees me will text out. Kevin's here. Okay, and boom, it goes on their worldwide Jew kill network things they've built around me since '94. And LAPD at no point now then or ever since 5 years old will do one thing: to admit, stop, say it's wrong, you name it. And so surprisingly, he probably saw me, but let's check the property here on my camera. No, he hasn't come on my porch yet. Okay, but probably he saw me drive, so he probably walked up to the car. Did he know I was in the car? There's a high possibility he did know I was in the car. Okay, so let's just note here. Since the 6th, it is the, what is it? Since the 5th of last month, it's been a month. It's been over a month, right? It's the 10th today. He's been on my property about 45 times. Okay, now we have about 81 videos of things like him running up and yelling at me like, you don't take the shit we threw all of your car off your car, or you don't leave your house, or things like that. He has not, interesting enough, he has not come out this way yet. That's a surprise. Now, probably because he sees, shit, Kevin's in the car, right? Because I start up the car. Now, did he know? I don't know. I don't know. But the guy's not all there to begin with, right? He's fucking, he's just a psychotic, Jew-killing, child-raping piece of shit. So, he's not, and his only concern is, I might find a candy wrapper on the fucking ground, and then I'm coming after Kevin Perlman with every person on the planet and my LAPD friends. Okay, that's the problem. That's the creation. But guess what? It doesn't start from Scroggins. It starts from my family. And it starts at 5 years old. And then it goes to Jason Perlman when he's 7. It goes to Jason Perlman when he's 7. And then it jumps to the next part, Jason and friends, and then it jumps to my friends. How can we set Kevin up? Greg on the crowbar, like Jason swinging, Jason pretending Greg was cheating. Okay, Jason goes off to college. Jennifer Yang, Asian girl, Jennifer Yang, cheerleader he's dating. Supposedly father's a judge, which is interesting. And he runs after Greg with a crowbar, and I jump in the way and stop him. Then he manipulates me. Blood is thicker than water. You need to help me collect information for Greg, and all this shit. Like, what the fuck? I'm trying to live my own life. Okay, I don't have time for your little sick shit. And then it switches to, we have a bug in your room and we're listening to everything you do on the radio. Okay, now we're going to Jennifer Pilchick Perlman and Jason Perlman and Jason and friends, and Kevin's friends helping Jason's friends, and these are things that 16 years old, 14 to 16. I can go way before that. The cruise, we went on the Bahamas cruise, the 500, 10 to 15 shots a night of, 10 to 15 shots a night of, B-52s and kamikazes, hinting about my last name Perlman, while Jason goes to the store and buys a Kershaw pocket knife, and he says, here's a knife, just like for no reason, trying to flip me out, make me look like a psychotic with a weapon, okay, something like that. Paranoid, schizo, or psychotic with a weapon, okay. My father's starting at 5 with my brother. How do we make Kevin look like he conforms to media? All these events are linked, okay, everything's linked. Now, what is Terrance trying to cover up? Okay, well, I don't know if I can go as deep as saying I was born on an Air Force base I was born on an Air Force base, Merced, California, Castle Creek Air Force Base, and Scroggins is an ex-veteran whose noodles are all fucking jumbled and a psychotic. Is he trying to cover up the fact that my father's a sicko? I'm sort of an Air Force baby, but I was never in the Air Force, and he's like jealous type of, okay, right? I mean, I don't think so. I think it's just what I stand for, which is a really good person and against government torture and things like that, and government 1984 Big Brother's watching you type government operations, okay? NSA data mining and flag and kill operations, which really is what this whole thing is. And his methods here are to try to get reactions, correct? Get reactions to eradicate. Get reactions to set up with the police. That is what gang stalking is. That is what gaslighting, cause stalking, community harassment groups. When they say gang stalking, it's usually a government operation, okay? Gaslighting is more of a one-to-one. This person doesn't like that person. Okay, this is a worldwide. So now what you're going to see, he'll probably be back later. So he makes his way over and over to my house. Now what is he doing? He's looking for imperfection, okay? He's looking for anything of imperfection. And if he sees, this is the most important, if he sees any type of imperfection out in the world, he's coming after Kevin Perlman. Do you understand? It's not because Kevin Perlman did anything to Terrance Scroggins here. He's just hunting, okay? Now he states on the court stand in 2017, if I think someone's crazy or a public nuisance, I'm allowed to hunt them. I'm allowed to go after them. He states it on the stand with his corrupt judicial friends, okay? Or his corrupt police officer friends, okay? Okay, so it's interesting because we have the guy over here that parks pairs of twos in the corner, moves in, starts working on me with the boss tactic and the buddy tactic and this tactic and that tactic. Says he's friends with City Guard, and we've proven that City Guard are mostly Iranian. The ones that are here are Iranians. There used to be a black one, Tony, stalking me, but mostly Iranians working with Pedvan. God, I can't even. Pedvan Espinaza or whatever. It wasn't spelled right either. Linking to Kivan Ate, the Iranian Kivan Ate, as I explained on my last video. Linking down to Darren Moselle and Navid, my neighbor to my left, when I was like 12 years old, telling me to throw rocks in Darren Moselle pool down the hill to create splashes and try to make it look like I'm filled with anger and rage. So ironically, unless he walked around the other way, I think he called it quits because he probably saw me, right? I'm gonna check my porch video one more time. And he probably realized when he saw me drive away, of course, I don't know how he didn't see me hang a left, but, okay, where am I here? Where's my camera? It's just all day, minute by minute. It's fucking a nightmare. Okay, and worldwide, not just. He did not make his way towards my property yet. So let's. Okay, so we have the guy there back there waiting, my neighbor waiting, sort of playing mind games as well here, but it doesn't really bother me. Okay, so let's head out. So what were we trying to do? We're trying to leave our house. And what do we see? We're trying to leave our house, and instantly, Scroggins knows to come out. We have the two orange shirts that appear to know to come out. The husband and wife know to come out, correct? Now let me point out here where Terrance Scroggins lives. Okay, so if I go into this corner here, he lives over there. And we're gonna sort of do it from the outside here as I leave. And we're gonna see probably the increasing stalking groups showing up now to try to get reactions, to then have Scroggins run around, you don't fucking talk or we kill you, okay? So we're gonna bash your skull in over and over, minute by minute. You don't fucking tell anyone. everything I'm doing is self-defense and informational, right? Okay, so we have this Accord, we have this Accord, we have our groups of Honda Accord showing up, one across from the other here. We have Scroggins coming out. Okay, we have Scroggins sort of coming out. So we have 2 Honda Accords there. Scroggins coming out. Creating the perfectly clean world, correct? However, he's not concerned about anything, but Kevin doesn't talk. Okay, so you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so he lives not on this corner. This is where Greg Koenig was working on me in number 2. I believe that is right there on the corner. But with Scroggins, because he said Scroggins is going to beat you up or something, trying to get me to go after Scroggins. This was 2016 or something, I'm sure. In that gate right there, unit 3, that's where Scroggins lives. So he comes out, walking down here right after I come out. He knows to come out. Okay, how does he know? Okay, that's the most important question. And now, I'm going to just note the girl in the gray and black here. And I think she's spinning her keys, which is one of the tactics. But, you know, is she doing it directed at me because she didn't really see me? Or is she even spinning the keys because it's sort of her back's to me? We have, I believe, a possible gray and black here. Okay, Scroggins went in here. Okay, into this side of our place. And so, let's just go through this. So, I come down here, I pull the side here. I want to see what he'll do, if he'll instigate and provoke like he always does. There's no interaction, 2 whites there. There is no, we're going to have huge groups of black show up backwards here, and I'm going to note the CRV. Okay, so Scroggins does what he always does, and really what everyone worldwide's told to do since I'm 5 years old. Instigate to get reactions, correct? And, by the way, this is the Warner Center Met. I want to note something. Okay, so this is with everyone else, worldwide, since I was 5 years old. Instigate to get reactions, to set up and eradicate, correct? Okay, so this is the Warner Center Met. And just a note that the cops and the security here used to work different angles, that if I pull aside here for 1 minute, Kevin's been here for hours and he's stalking people and things like that. The same things that happen every day since 5 years old, worldwide. So we pulled the side over here. He was almost looked. It was interesting because he was looking up here like he was signaling, but you know, that might just be over analyzing. And then I want to note, okay, let's look at the area where he's looking for imperfection. Okay, I want to note the area where he's looking for imperfection to veer over to my house. He's looking, he wants the fight, okay? The common bully provokes you over and over because why? Because they want the fight. So let's do a little turnaround because I should have did this a couple seconds ago. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little loop through this business building, but he's looking for imperfection, correct? To justify, to make his stalking and provoking and attacks with his worldwide groups look justified, okay? He wants the reactions, like everyone else. Okay, when Mike Huntley is showing me the movie Fight Club, and then hinting that I conform to media, or trying to make it look like I conform to media, why is he doing it? And then people start attacking me at higher rates, provoking. Why are they doing it? I'll just note the green shirt here. I'm just going to document the surroundings here. Because he's looking for bully justifications or Jew kill justifications to get away with how to kill someone and get away with it, how to eradicate someone and get away with it, how to rid someone of the world and get away with it, okay? Now, this is a worldwide affair since I was 5 years old, or growing, exponentially growing to worldwide proportions. She's kind of the green and black tactic. And I'm going to note the second red showing up probably with this red because they do the pairs of twos. So he's looking for any imperfection to justify, and everything's the same. Since 5 years old, I want to kill that guy, I want to lock that guy away. How can I do it in a way that I can get away with worldwide groups or mass conspiracy. So Terrance Scroggins would live in this gate over here in Unit 3 in our townhouse complex, okay? So he's on the complete, even though this is a small place, he's on a complete opposite side, okay? He's on the opposite side. Okay, so he's veering all the way over here. He didn't today because he probably said, oh shit, Kevin's in the fucking car, and obviously he's getting video because they've been doing this every day since I was 5 years old. However, I found out at 29. Okay, my colleague World of Paranoia. You had better live a careful life. Sitting in my office, our office. You had better live a careful life. We are using the system, LAPD system, against you. And if I could go back in time and say, what are you mad about? Well, Tim Thompson did say, well, you built adult websites, didn't you? Well, but that's not a crime, okay? And you're IT for Hot Body International. Are you not IT for Hot Body International, Tim Thompson? Am I hunting you to kill you? Or with mental illness tactics and trying to force shock collars on your neck and zap you to death? Okay, so he didn't go out. He didn't go out to my porch, but he probably will. And more importantly, as we leave, okay, we're going to see now the expanding groups of mental illness tactics, correct? At a much higher rate. So we have two, I believe, white pickups here. Okay, so pairs of twos. Okay, and they're twos tactic. We might have the space twos and space threes tactic. It looks like it. So space threes, space twos. Then we're going to have probably the clothing color tactic. So we might see, I'm just going to note because this guy has black pants and a white shirt, we might see groups of people with black pants and white shirt coming out. Okay. This is the gang stalking. This is the police operations to exterminate out of hate because there's no other reason. I think Kevin's a drug dealer, so I'm going to torture him and kill him and rid him of the world. Well, if you have probable cause, then you would arrest. Okay, two pickups here. If you had probable cause, you would arrest. You wouldn't. Three whites here. Three whites there. Space twos. Two whites, one's parking by the other white. So if you had probable cause, you would arrest. You wouldn't, I think he is, so I'm gonna kill him. Okay, I think that guy, see this guy, the screen of black? I think he is an animal abuser, so I'm gonna hunt him and kill him. Or was it the Dinse agenda? How do we force people in mental facilities? Or the Jennifer Pilchick Perlman with Sean Dinse? He's crazy. There's nothing we can legally do. He's crazy is not a crime. You think someone's crazy is not a criminal act. That's your opinion about, two whites here. Her opinion about, correct? Her opinion about, I think you're crazy, I'm gonna hunt you and kill you. Okay? I think that people with lack of eyebrow hair are crazy, so I'm gonna hunt you and kill you. Or rid you of the world. Because there's no legal way of doing it. Sort of space twos, there's no legal way of doing it. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? I think you're crazy, so you need to be rid of the world. There's no legal way to do that. Okay, two Jeeps together here. Of course there's no legal way to do it, because it's a crime to do it. Okay, two whites here. It's a crime. That's why there's no legal way to do it. Okay, that's why Dinse is involved in a murder operation, because he's a Jew killer or a child raping Jew killer or whatever. Okay, and so all these people, okay, are all working together. So there's I think you're crazy. You need to die or be rid of the world. There's no legal way to rid you of the world, obviously, because it's illegal to exterminate people you hate. I don't like that guy, I'm gonna kill him. It's the same thing. I mean, word it how you want to word it. I don't like that guy, we're all going to get together worldwide and kill him. Is the identical scenario, okay? It's just worded differently. You have a girl waiting by these two whites over here. So they're all coming out. And you're going to say, but wait, if these people weren't doing this, I'd be focused on living a normal life, correct? But 40 years ago when you were 10 years old, you left a candy wrapper on a park bench or something, and you committed the litter crime. And so we have a worldwide group to punch you in the back of the head minute by minute till we get reactions, or try to get reactions, to arrest you with Jew-killing police officers. And it gets really bad after kissing a black girl when I'm 8 years old, okay? I mean, so you do the math that if it is a crime, hey, that guy kissed a black girl, and he's crazy, and we gotta rid him of the world, but there's nothing legally we can do, because what kind of Jew would kiss a black girl? And so, okay, you do the math. Okay, so everything's the same. Okay, Sean Dinse, the Sean Dinse agenda here. The Sean Dinse agenda. How do we force people into mental facilities? Okay, so 2 whites here, pairs of 2s and whites. So you're seeing the space 2s and 3s. You're seeing the 2 whites. You're seeing they know exactly when I leave my house, the people with the clothing colors coming out. You're seeing Terrance Scroggins is a more direct thug to, we're gonna bash your skull in and you're not allowed to say anything. Okay, politically with Jennifer Pilcher-Perlman running against Debbie Wasserman Schultz for Congress. Well, Kevin, you think you're into politics? Kevin, you're crazy? No, I think that people in politics are not allowed to kill their stepbrothers, or, okay, 2 Jeeps together there. 2 whites over here. And then they're gonna take that and lie that nothing's going on, as they always have my entire life. And you don't fucking talk, or we kill you or lock you away, which is the agenda, because why would you be doing the equivalent of punching someone back? So 3s, space, 2s, space, 3s, space, 2 whites over here, 2 whites over here. And then we come back to sort of where I was, where it's a little quieter, but tomorrow it's gonna go crazy. And then always a justification or excuse why we're allowed with worldwide groups to hunt, torture, and eradicate or kill Kevin Perlman since 5 years old. Okay, so that is the importance of, that is the reality proven on about 100,000 videos of the situation. The LAPD, no matter how many times you go to them for help, they just keep lying. I'm gonna note the red Jeep parking here. Oh no, you're just doing a U-turn. So when you see like those 2 Jeeps, then they all sort of, everyone starts to worldwide or citywide. So note the gray and black here, kind of like the Scroggins color clothing. And then it's all about a perfect world. Okay, well, who did that? Adolf Hitler. I'm gonna note the red pickup here too that actually did park. He has a horizontal red and blue stripe, red blue stripes. I'm gonna note the black pickup here, backwards, and I think there's a second car backwards with him. And now this is where we sort of are gonna see the ramp up stage of the stalking groups. And there's already how many things on video? 2 whites here. Okay, I'm gonna note the reds, and we saw a red Jeep there sort of doing a, I thought it was parking, but he's not, but we're gonna see increased amounts of the attacks now. Okay, now why would the attacks increase? Well, Kevin has proof. I'm gonna note the gray and black because that's the colors that Scroggins has been wearing for 29 days straight, and usually that is one of the older tactics where large groups come out with gray and black clothing, like that, black pants, gray shirt. That's one of their tactics. And now there's gonna be an event in like an hour from now where it's gonna justify Scroggins in his mind running onto my property, throwing things around, and try to make it look like this or that. Okay, right? But really, what is it about? It's about provoking someone to death to try to get reactions to lock them away, okay? Minute by minute, for 47 years, however, I found out at 29, 2001. Okay, so there's a Jeep right here. He looked like he was gonna park, but he didn't. We have this girl still over here. We have, looks like she lives in the corner there where Greg Koenig used to live. And then we're gonna come out here. And so Scroggins, honestly, Scroggins probably knew I was in the car and wanted a reaction, right? Okay, and why? so he can work with his Jew-killing police friends to kill Jews and steal their house or cars or whatever reason he's really doing it, because you honestly believe that he's trying to create a perfect world. But guess what? Why isn't he? You see that cardboard box over there, or you see this little thing over here, this blue thing, looks like it's Amazon wrapper or something. Why isn't he collecting that? I mean, it's just pieces of information that say you've been lied to. Correct? He's just trying to suppress all speech. And then let's go this way, and there's going to be probably, I think, 2 whites here, just like I got last night, changing events minute by minute. He's trying 2 whites over here, pairs of 2s, whites. Okay, so he's really just trying to suppress all speech, correct? Okay, we're gonna kill you. You don't talk, we kill you. You better stop what's going on, or it's gonna get a lot worse for you. World of paranoia, world of paranoia, world of hurt, world of paranoia, right? Mike Huntley, 2001, world of paranoia. That's almost like world of hurt, right? Hey, buddy, we're gonna inflict a world of hurt on you, but it's world of paranoia. Okay, why? What's going on? Nothing, but you're imagining it. You're an out-of-control monster. You know what you did. You better live a careful life. Have a good life now. I'm giving you enough rope to hang yourself. When there's a problem, we tell Wally. Wally tells the town, no more problem. That was a Crocodile Dundee quote. Wally's trying to make it look like I conform to media. So there's going to probably be an event in which someone provokes me at a public place, and then he is going to run out onto my property, and we'll document this, throwing things around as punishment, like you stood up or you said something in your self-defense, or you even were really nice and said, hi, here, you've been lied to, and here's information with proof of the truth. And okay, so I'm gonna keep bashing your fucking skull, and you don't fucking tell anyone. Skylar, we're gonna skull fuck you to death with Jason Perlman from Florida, okay? Some girl that was told to befriend me on an internet-related chat in about 96, 97, and try to lure me in with the police on their Jason Perlman, I hate Kevin Perlman operations, correct? Okay, so normally he's about 5 p.m. on my property. It's 4:21. So I'm gonna check my camera feed. And as we head out, I'm gonna go get some coffee, and then they're gonna get mad that your kind doesn't leave his house. And now you're going, wait, I thought it was about a teeny bit of litter or a candy wrapper on the ground. Why do you care if I go to a coffee shop or a restaurant? What does me going to a coffee shop or a restaurant have to do with Terrance Scroggins? Or better yet, rotating people for 47 years, your kind doesn't leave his cage. And now we got to talk about the situation as a whole from the beginning, correct? Oh, but Kevin's not allowed to do that, see? If you talk about your life starting from 5 years old, you suffer from obsession. This is my family. This is shit my family does. You suffer from a rare good memory disease, and you need to be locked away. Wait, because you have a good memory. I mean, that's like Adolf Hitler saying because you read books, okay? Or because you can remember me doing this to you, is I think more important way of verbalizing it, right? Okay, I can remember my father telling Jason to show me horror movies and then try to make me look crazy. Even though I didn't know it was going on, I still have the factual data in my brain. I can remember what Paul Humphrey was doing with Carissa Brands, pretending like Kevin's being mean to her and pushing her to suicide, and even though I wasn't really friends with her, and we probably had a total of like 4 social interactions, okay? I mean, right? I mean, it's not possible. Okay, but they're gonna say and do what they need to do to kill the 5-year-old Jew. Okay, and that's the point. And it's worldwide. It's not a single entity. So Scroggins...
Here's responding back to the location. He said he has a 15-minute ETA.
So they're escalating the situation because instead of just leaving someone alone, correct, they keep running around, we're gonna bash your skull in and you better learn to accept it. And more important than that, it also applies to me writing books, hiring ghostwriters and writing books about my life. And, well, you know, we found out that you're writing a book about your life, so we're gonna hunt you and fucking kill you, okay? Oh wait, I thought it was about a clean world. What does me writing a book about my life, how does that affect anyone, except maybe the people involved, but how does that affect anyone directly, other than information about the truth? So, death threats, especially with Dinse and setup operations with Dinse for starting to write a book.
That unit, citizen following a BFMV suspect, 14800 Valley Heart. Suspect, male, black, baseball cap, black and white sweatshirt, green pants. Stand by for further. Code 3, incident 3219, RD963.
Okay.
Appearing the suspect walking east.
So how does that affect? Why would I not be allowed to have the First Amendment freedom of speech and simply write a book about my life?
Related to our current call.
Okay. Unless someone's trying to kill me and doesn't want it to be known as a murderer, as a fucking Jew-killing murderer. So the context, based on the full picture, is completely different than what one single entity paid off by the police to stalk, hunt, and kill, or whatever. It's not really one entity, it's one entity per minute, is doing, right? Now, this is just me trying to leave my house, but more importantly, I want to note that how did Terrance Scroggins and the others, and today is a lot more subtle than usual.